Hello everyone, welcome to Nilanjana's exclusive English lessons. My name is Nilanjana Sarkar and I welcome all of you to this new video. First of all, there's an exciting news for all of you. The channel membership for Macbeth Mastery is open now, and those who are keen on joining this course, you can go ahead and take access of this. In this course, you're going to get high quality notes for Macbeth, detailed analysis of every scene, character sketch, summary, as well as MCQs. So please don't waste your time. Go ahead, take access of this course so that you can start learning right now. For online classes, drop a mail in this ID, ICSE as well as ISC. And yes, my ebook 10 course as well as course on writing skill is also there in the description box. You can please go ahead and take access of that if you feel the need for doing so. And yes, I hope all of you know that I'm putting in a lot of effort to create these free lessons. So yes, if you contribute a small amount, you can help me in creating high quality videos and such free lessons also in future. So without wasting much time, let me go ahead and begin the second part of Act 2, Scene 1. And yes, you know what I'm going to ask from all of you. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it till now. It really helps. It motivates me a lot. And those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. I'm really grateful to all of you. And yes, the kind of questions I'm getting in the comments are really mind-blowing. I would like to congratulate all my intelligent subscribers. My subscribers are really very intelligent, and the way they are putting me the questions, I mean, they are really very educative. So I'm sure all of you must be going through the questions because that is also a kind of learning. Yes, so please keep pouring your questions. Your doubts are also getting cleared. And I'm really glad to have such a wonderful community. So, chalo, without wasting much time, I will start the explanation. And just like the last video, this is also going to be in Hindi as well as in English. As much as possible, I will try to explain in Hindi. So here पे enter Lucius and Lucius tells, Sir, March is wasted 15 days. इसका मतलब क्या है? That already 15 days of March has passed. मतलब मार्च के 15 जो दिन है already वो बीत गए. Then there's a knock within. It's good. Go to the gate. Somebody knocks. So Brutus को लगा कि अच्छा, it's already 15th, then fine, it's fine. But just go and check who is there at the gate. So Lucius exits. Now, again, Brutus is all alone in the stage, and here he tells something which is going on in his mind. Since Cassius first did wet me against Caesar, I have not slept. Between the acting of a dreadful thing and the first motion, all the interim is like a phantasma or a hideous dream. The genius and the mortal instruments are then in council, and the state of man, like to a little kingdom, suffers then the nature of an insurrection. So, what is Brutus telling? That from the time Cassius has told me about the enterprise, the mission, or the conspiracy, first did wet me against Caesar. मतलब जब पहली बार उसने जब सीजर के बारे में मेरे से डिस्कस किया, wet me against Caesar मतलब provoked me, all right, against Caesar, I have not slept. Why I have not slept? Because I have lost my peace of mind. अगर कुछ चीज हमको जब बताया जाता है, हमारा क्या होता है कि mental peace completely destroy होता है. So same thing has happened with Brutus. I have not slept because from the time he has shared his thoughts with me about his enterprise or the conspiracy, I have really lost my sleep. Why? Between the acting of a dreadful thing, from the time you get some idea in your mind until the time the action is executed. So between the acting of a dreadful thing, of course, we understand they're talking about the mission. So that's a dreadful thing. That's a very horrible thing, a fearful thing. And the first motion. And the first motion is from the time you take the first step till the time the action is finally executed. that duration is like a horrible dream. Or the interim means over here the duration. Like a phantasma means it's like a dream and it's a horrible dream. The genius and the mortal instruments. The word genius over here refers to the intellect of a person. Every person is born with an intellect. So the intellect, the brain, the logical, the reasoning part of our mind, and the mortal instruments. Now, the mortal instruments refers to the abilities of regular individuals are then in council. Are then in council because that means the mind and the other regular abilities of an individual, they are at council, they are at war with each other. They are not at peace. And the state of man is like to a little kingdom. So state of man, so what is the condition of man at that point of time? It's like a little kingdom, suffers then the nature of an insurrection. Insurrection means when the kingdom is overthrown by a foreign enemy. So similarly, the mind is also overthrown, the overthrowing the conscious mind. So what is he trying to say over here is Brutus's mind and body, they are in conflict with each other. From the time Cassius told him about the enterprise, he is not able to sleep. And then he tells why. Because from the time he got the first idea, the first motion, till the time the action is finally executed, the interim, that means the duration in between, is like a awful dream and it feels really unreal. Means the situation that you're going through, you feel unreal. Phantasma over here means something which is not real. So the man who is actually torn between these two extreme emotions, his condition is like a little kingdom, and in which the unconscious and the body, unconscious over here refers the intellect of a person, the mind, the logical abilities of a person, and the body. The body means the normal bodily movements that every individual has. So they join together in a conspiracy to overthrow the conscious mind. The word insurrection over here means overthrowing of something. So the conscious mind is overthrown. In the meantime, Lucius again enters. Lucius, it's your brother Cassius at the door, who doth desire to see you. Now, Cassius's wife is Brutus's sister. That's the reason Lucius addresses Cassius as brother. So it's brother-in-law. Who doth desire to see you. So Cassius is at the door or he has come to see. मतलब वो आया है Brutus को मिलने के लिए. Is he alone? Lucius, no sir, there are more with him. So Brutus ने पूछा कि वो अकेला है. Is he alone? Lucius tells नहीं, उसके साथ और भी कई लोग हैं. Do you know them? So Brutus is asking, do you know anybody, those who are there with him? Lucius, no sir, their hats are plucked about their ears and half their faces buried in their cloaks, that by no means I may discover them by any mark of favor. So यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, वो लोग जो आए हैं उसके साथ, द बाकी के जो कॉन्स्पिरेटर्स है, उन्होंने अपने पूरा फेस को हाइड करके आया है. ठीक है, एक तो उन लोगों ने हैट पहना है, जो हैट एकदम इट्स लाइक पुल्ड beneath the ears so that you know your upper part of the face is not visible, and the cloak, मतलब उन लोगों ने जो cloak पहना है, cloak is a garment which covers the entire body, you can say like a long coat. A cloak is like a long coat. So वो cloak भी उन्होंने क्या किया, थोड़ा सा उसको ऊपर लिया है नेक के ऊपर, so that face का जो lower portion है वो भी hide हो जाएगा. So this is the reason Lucius is not able to identify any of them, because they have hidden their faces with their hat as well as their cloak. So Lucius tells that the way they have hidden, by no means I may discover them by any mark of favor. So I am not able to identify any features. I may discover them means I am unable to find who they are by any kind of features. Mark of favor refers to by any kind of features. No features I can understand which will help me to identify. Brutus, let them enter. ठीक है, उन लोगों को बुला लो अंदर. Let them come in. Lucius exits So Brutus knows who they are. So now Brutus tells they are the faction. Now they are the faction means that they are all the conspirators. They are the people who want to kill Caesar. And then he tells, O conspiracy, shamest thou to show thy dangerous brow by night? Are you so ashamed that you are so embarrassed to show your face even by the night when evils are most free? So it is a common thought, a common philosophy that at night evil move around freely because evil is associated with darkness, right? And at night everything is dark. So it's a common thought that this is the time when evils roam around freely. Brutus is a little shocked and he tells that, why are you so ashamed to show your face even by night, even at night? Because this is the time when evils are roaming around freely. मतलब रात को भी तुम लोगों को अपना फेस दिखाने के लिए इतना शर्म है. Why? Because you know the deed is so heinous and cruel that you all are undergoing, or you all are able to, you're going through. Means you all will be doing the deed which is really very cruel and sinful. Oh, then by day, where will thou find a cavern dark enough? अगर रात को ही तुम लोगों को मतलब इतना शर्म है, then by day, मतलब सुबह, in the morning, where will you find a cavern? Where will you find a cave? The word cavern means cave. Where will you find a cave dark enough to mask thy monstrous visage? Visage means face. We have come across this word earlier. So will you even ever find a place, a cave so dark that will hide your horrible face in the daytime? Now, horrible face refers to whom? Refers to conspiracy. This is a personification. All right, what is a personification? Personification is a figure of speech where you give attribute some human elements to a non-living thing. So he is over here addressing conspiracy as a person, that your face is so horrible that even at night time you are ashamed to show your face. Then where would you show your face even in the morning? Because you have a monstrous face. Because why? Conspiracy itself is a very evil and a sinful act. So therefore, it is believed to have a very horrible face. Yes, those are also having doubts about figures of speech. I'm sharing a link in the description box where I have explained all the figures of speech in a very lucid manner. This is going to help you to understand all figures of speech in general. All right, so yes, after the video, you can go ahead and check this video specifically on figures of speech, and so that you clear all your doubts. All right, seek none conspiracy, hide it in smiles and affability. So he's telling, don't try to hide your face in this way. Rather, hide your face through smiles and affability. Affability means friendliness. For if thou path thy native semblance on, because if you walk ahead, if thou path means if you went ahead, exposing your true face, native semblance refers to your true face. Not Erebus itself were dim enough to hide thee from prevention. So what he means to say is, if you show your true nature in your face like this, not even the darkness of the underworld. Erebus is the darkness of the underworld. It's again an allusion. You must be having it in your workbook in detail, the reference, please go and check that. So not even the darkness of the underworld will be able to hide you from being recognized. मतलब तुम्हारा जो mission है, that is so horrible, so sinful, कि अगर Erebus, which is like, the epitome of darkness of the underworld, वो भी आके तुमको हाइड नहीं कर पाएगा. इतना जो डार्क है, like there's nothing as dark as hell, that's what we know, right? But that darkness will also be not able to hide your evilness, the sinful act that all of you are going through. So this is Brutus's thoughts, innermost thoughts, which he shares before the conspirators come in. So what do you think? Is Brutus happy to do this act? No, not at all. Share in the comments, what are your thoughts? Because why would he rather say this kind of some statements. That means he knows that the act that they are all going through, they're all about to undergo, is very horrific and dreadful. We move ahead. I think enter the conspirators: Cassius, Casca, Decius, Cinna, Metellus, and Trebonius. So these are the conspirators. Cassius: I think we are too bold upon your rest. Good morrow, Brutus. Do we trouble you? Now, what is the time that they have come? It's almost dawn. A few hours left for dawn. And Cassius tells that, I think that, we have disturbed your sleep. We are too bold upon your rest. Means this is the time for taking rest. But we are too bold. I mean, yes, we have just intruded, we have intervened, and we're disturbing you. And he wishes Brutus good morning. So, do we trouble you? Brutus: I have been up this hour. Matlab, I was not able to sleep. I have been up, means I am awake. Awake all night. मैं पूरी जो रात है, I couldn't sleep. Know I these men that come along you. So Brutus is also not able to identify them because their faces are all hidden. Brutus is asking, do I know these men? They have come along with you. Do I really know them? क्या मैं उनको जानता हूँ? Cassius: yes, every man of them. And no man here but honors you. So Cassius says, yes, you know every one of them. And no man here but honors you. So every man here only honor and respect you. They hold you in high esteem. You are very honorable in their eyes. And every one doth wish you had but that opinion of yourself. See, Brutus was going through some self-doubt. He didn't know his true worth. According to Cassius, that's the reason we have seen how he was manipulating him a lot in the last few places where we had discussed. So everyone doth wish that you also have the same opinion about yourself. Don't have the self-doubt. Understand your true worth, how great you are, which every noble Roman bears of you. Means every noble have just one opinion about you, that you are a very noble, honorable, and esteemed. So then he introduces, this is Trebonius. So क्या अकेशियस ने क्या बोला कि सब यहाँ पे जो भी है, सबको आपके बारे में एक ही राय है कि आप बहुत ऑनरेबल हो, आप बहुत नोबल हो, और एवरी नोबल को एक ही ओपिनियन है आपके बारे में. And then he introduces Trebonius. Brutus: he is welcome hither. Cassius: this is Decius Brutus. So एक एक करके he's introducing everybody. So पहले Trebonius, then after that he introduces Decius Brutus. So he is telling he is also welcome. Then this Casca, this Cinna, and this Metellus Cimber. So सब सारे लोग यहाँ पे आ चुके हैं. So Brutus tells they are all welcome. What watchful cares do interpose themselves between your eyes and night? So Brutus is a little, not sure till now that why are these people here? So Brutus says, what watchful cares? What watchful cares means thoughts? What thoughts are bothering you that you are not able to sleep at this hour between your eyes and night? Matlab, it is night time. People are supposed to sleep at this time. But what thoughts have kept you awake? Do interpose themselves over here refers to what thoughts have been interrupting your sleep. What watchful cares? What nagging worries? What kind of worries are nagging you? What nagging worries are disturbing your sleep, that is keeping you awake between your eyes and night? Cassius. Shall I entreat a word? क्या मैं कुछ बोल सकता हूँ? Brutus and Cassius whisper. So यहाँ पे they whisper. So in the meantime, as they are talking, Decius tells, here lies the east. Doth not the day break here? So through the window, there is some light which is coming in, and Decius is telling, this is the place, this is the east side, right? And this is from where the sun rises every day. So Casca tells, no. Then Cinna, oh, pardon, sir, it doth. Now, Cinna, you know who is Cinna. Now, he's like very educated and he's a very learned man. And Casca, he tells, oh, please forgive me, sir. Pardon, sir. Of course it is. And yon grey lines that fret the clouds are messengers of the day. Now, yon gray lines. What are the yon gray lines? Means before the sun rises, the horizon is already filled with the hues of the color, right? It is, or the horizon is already tinted with a little orangish, reddish color, which gives us an indication that the sun is about to rise. So he tells that the gray lines that you can see that fret the clouds are the messengers, that is itself bringing in an indication that day is almost about to come. That means the sun is about to rise. What is the job of a messenger? To bring in the news. So these are the lines which tells us that the gray lines that are adorning the clouds, they are the messengers and tell us that it's the break of the dawn. Casca, you shall confess that you are both deceived. Now Casca tells that you shall confess, means you have to agree that you both are deceived. You both are cheated. Why? Here as I point my sword, the sun arises, which is a great way growing on the south, weighing the youthful season of the year, some 2 months hence up higher toward the north. He first presents his fire, and the high east stands as the capital directly here. So what does he tell over here? That first of all, both of you have to admit that you are mistaken, you are wrong, you are deceived. And then he points his sword and he tells that this is the place where the sun rises. It is way over toward the south, which is a great way growing on the south, means which is a little over toward the south. Why? Because it's early in the year. Weighing the youthful season of the year means this is the early time of the year. Some 2 months hence up, means after 2 months from now, up higher toward the north, he first presents his fire. So 2 months from now, the light of dawn will break a good deal further to the north. So now the sun is actually, what is he telling over here? He's talking about the progress of the sun. Due east is where the capital stands, right here. So the high east, he first presents his fire. The sun presents his fire, and this is where the high east is. And then he compares it to the capital, which is directly here. Now, what is he trying to say over here is that the sun is gradually moving higher in the sky towards the north as the season progresses. And he also states that in about 2 months from the current time, the sun will be positioned further north, presenting its warmth and brightness more directly. So after 2 months, the sun is going to be warmer and it will be more brighter. And then he points the sword towards the capital. Now, you know what's the capital? It's the official seat of Rome where all the administrative affairs takes place. All right, so he makes a comparison between the sun and the capital. The comparison suggests that the sun's position in the sky is very powerful. Of course, the sun is the most powerful celestial object. Similarly, the capital is equally powerful and significant, just like the sun. After this, Brutus coming forward with Cassius. Give me your hands all over one by one. So Brutus says, "Sab log apne haath do." Cassius, let us swear our resolution. Usually, before doing any act, before we get into a very important mission, people tend to take a promise so that it bears the strength of the character. But जैसे ही उन लोगों ने ओथ के लिए बोला, स्पेशली कैशियस, ब्रूटस ने मना किया. So ब्रूटस ने क्या बोला? No, not an oath. हमको ओथ का कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है. क्यों? If not the face of men, the sufferance of our souls, the time's abuse, if these be motives weak, break off be time. So again a very important speech, a very powerful speech of Brutus. So उसने बोला कि हमारे जो Rome में already people are suffering, right? So people have unhappy faces. So the faces of men refers to the unhappy faces of men. The sufferance of our souls, the suffering of our souls, हम लोग सब अंदर अंदर suffer कर रहे हैं. The times of abuse refers to the corruption of the current situation. क्या ये सब चीज strong नहीं है? अगर ये सब motives weak है, इतने सब motives होने के बाद भी, if these are the weak motives, if you think, then let us break off. Let us break off the mission right now, and every man hence to his idle bed. सब लोग अपने घर चले जाओ और सो जाओ अपने idle bed में, because यही अपना motive है, और this motive is strong enough to keep us together. What are the motives? unhappy faces of men, sufferance of our souls, and the corruption of the present time. So let high-sighted tyranny range on till each man drop by lottery. अगर ऐसा ही है कि यू नो दैट अपना मोटिव स्ट्रांग नहीं है और तुम लोगों को लगता है कि एक ओथ का जरूरत है, तो तुम लोग अपने घर चले जाओ और सो जाओ अपने आइडल बेड पे. एंड लेट अस allow high-sighted tyranny. High-sighted tyranny. High-sighted means ambitious, very ambitious. Tyranny means dictatorship. Dictatorship मतलब जब कोई एक आदमी रूल करता है पूरी दुनिया को. Okay, and of course it's like, you know, he's like very powerful and he tries to control others. So let high-sighted tyranny range on till each man drop by lottery. So let us allow tyranny to rule on. So यहाँ पे they are obviously referring to Caesar's tyranny. So let us allow Caesar to rule and be tyrannical. Let us allow him to dictate till each man drop by lottery, और एक एक करके let us allow him to kill us, just like, you know, how we allow things to happen by lottery. Lottery में क्या होता है, कोई भी कुछ भी किसी का भी चांस आगे आता है, right? There is no set rule, set organization, set pattern नहीं है. लॉटरी में कोई भी किसी को भी कुछ मिल जाता है. So ऐसे अगर सीजर को मूड हुआ, इसको मार दिया, उसको मार दिया. So let each man drop by lottery means let us allow each man to be killed as per as Caesar's whims and fancies. But if these, as I'm sure they do, bear fire enough, अगर ये सब रीजन काफी है टू बेयर फायर, फायर मीन्स अपने अंदर जो फायर है उसको राउज करने के लिए, अगर काफी है टू किंडल कावर्ड्स एंड टू स्टील विद वेलर, कावर्ड्स को भी एक किंडल करने के लिए काफी है. कावर्ड, ऑब्वियसली कावर्ड इज अ मैन हु इज timid, right? But these motives are strong enough to even trigger the cowards, to spark the cowards. Kindle means trigger, spark. And to steel with valor. Steel with valor means strengthen them with courage. Valor refers to courage. So valor refers to courage and the melting spirits of women. But these motives are strong enough to kindle the cowards, to spark the cowards, to strengthen them with courage, the melting spirits of women. Because as I had said earlier also, women are believed to be soft, women are believed to be more compassionate, kind, and timid by nature. So, but these motives are strong enough to even kindle, to spark off the melting spirit of women. Then countrymen, what need we any spur? हमको क्या जरूरत है कोई ओथ का? But our own cause to prick us to redress. Redress means to set things right. So ये सब cause is enough to, you know, get things right. What other bond than secret Romans that has spoke the word and will not palter? कोई और bond का क्या जरूरत है? Because we are all Romans and Romans are honorable and they are true to their word. So what oath do we need other than, you know, whatever we have said to each other honestly? We are Romans, we have given our word to act, and obviously we are not going to back down. Will not palter means we will not back down because we are Romans and we have always been true to our word. What other oath than honesty to honesty engaged? We have spoken to each other in a very honest, truthful manner. That is enough to keep us true to ourselves, that this shall be or we will fall for it. And what word did we give? That we will make this happen, that this shall be, matlab we will have to make it successful. Otherwise, we will all fall for it. We will die trying, but we will not step back. This is the reason Brutus tells that they are not supposed to take an oath. So here, from here, we understand that how dedicated is this man towards his noble mission. And he is only one who is really true to himself, because wo jo kar raha hai, it's only for the well-being of Rome. This is very correct, right? जब हमारा अंदर से वो you know truthfulness है, वो honesty है, और हमको मालूम है कि every inch of our existence is committed towards any act, तो हमको बाहर से legal करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है कोई document, right? हमको क्या जरूरत है कोई साइन करना, कोई ओथ लेना? नहीं चाहिए, because we know that we are very true to ourselves. So according to Brutus, किसको oath लेना चाहिए? Swear priests and cowards and men cautelous. So let oath be taken by priests and cowards or priest or cautious men. Men cautelous means men who are cautious, जो एक चीज करने के लिए 10 बार सोचते हैं कि करूं या नहीं करूं. मतलब these people are not having that courage. Old feeble carrions. Old feeble carrions means people who are old and weak, and such suffering souls that welcome wrongs. And people, weak people, suffering souls means weak people. Those who accept those who accept wrong things, those who accept to be mistreated. Unto bad causes swear such creatures as men doubt. Oaths are only necessary for men you would not trust, who are engaged in causes that are bad. So unto bad causes swear. People who are into bad causes, let them swear. Such creatures as men doubt, men who doubt themselves. And you also will be doubting such men, you can't trust them. But do not stain the even virtue of our enterprise. हमारा जो enterprise है वो बहुत ही honorable और noble है. उसको stain मत करो. उसको don't make it impure. Nor the insuppressive metal of our spirits. अपना जो spirit है, that is insuppressive, indomitable will है, to think that or our cause or our performance did need an oath. So don't stain our efforts, then, or even the indomitable strength of our will by thinking that either our cause or the performance requires an oath. When every drop of blood that every Roman bears and nobly bears is guilty of a several bastardy, if he do break the smallest particle of any promise that had passed from him. Again, he makes a very strong statement. So what does he say? अगर किसी ने हमारा जो ये एंटरप्राइज है उसको उसमें ऑनरेबल नहीं हुआ है, मतलब he doesn't give in his best, he doesn't give in the best effort, right? Then what would happen? Every drop of blood in every Roman would be nothing like but just a bastard's blood. A bastard, obviously, it's a curse word and it means a fatherless person. So every drop of blood in every Roman would be like a bastard's blood if he broke the smallest part of any promise he had made. अगर किसी ने किसी कैसे भी ये ओथ को ब्रेक किया है, तो उनका जो ब्लड है that will be an impure blood. He will not be a true honorable person, because Romans are believed to be honorable, very noble, people. So in case any one of us breaks the promise, any one of us is not true to his effort, then the blood that he will carry inside his existence will be like a bastard's blood. Now, see, as I told you, the meanings I have explained, and today I'm going to stop here because we've covered a lot. We'll continue in the next video again. And doubts, please share your doubts in the comments. And Julius Caesar workbook is coming soon from my end. So I hope that this is going to be really helpful, where I'm putting through all the question answers of Act 1 and Act 2 in the examination pattern. All right. So yes, I'm trying to bring it in front of you in a very short period of time. Of course, it's a very big, work, a lot of responsibilities there. So it is taking some time. Please continue supporting the way you all are doing, and please subscribe to the channel. Help me reach 10K subscribers. And I'm so glad that somebody had said that, ma'am, it sucks to think that how underrated you are. I mean, I was really so happy and grateful to get this comment. So yes, of course, I don't have so many subscribers as other YouTubers have. It's taking a lot of time, but I'm sure that all of you will be there with me. All of you will continue supporting me, because whatever I'm doing it out of love for my profession. Teaching is my passion, and I love to impart my knowledge. Whatever I have, I'm not telling I'm the best. There are many could be better YouTubers than me who are sharing their knowledge, and it's learning for me also. But yes, please do continue supporting, subscribe to the channel, and the entire playlist link I'm sharing here. Those who haven't watched the prior videos, please make sure you go and do that. With this, let me bid adieu. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day ahead. Bye-bye.